Clarence Collier, son of Thomas Collier, was born and raised in Guri, 25 kilometers south of Dubbo. He was educated at Guri Public School and Fort Street High, then later attended Sydney University where he studied law and became a solicitor. Clarence was a devoted Anglican who regularly attended church and devoted a lot of his time to the parish community. Prior to joining the Australian Imperial Forces, Collier joined the Naval and Military Expeditionary Force, ranked a private, on the 13th of August 1914. The next day he embarked from Sydney aboard HMAT A-35 Berrima with Tropical Unit 1st Battalion. While on duty, he and his force completed missions which revolved around seizing and destroying wireless stations in German-occupied New Guinea. Collier returned from his naval service and enlisted for the Australian Imperial Force, where he was promoted to second lieutenant on the 1st of December 1915. Collier was placed in charge of the 18th Battalion, 9th Reinforcement, and left from Sydney again just 5 months later aboard HMAT A-54 Runic. Whilst travelling, he wrote in his diary of how he was nervous about taking charge of so many people in such an unfamiliar place. This place was France. He was on service in Flabé, fighting through terrible conditions of infestation and intense humidity, where after 6 months of trench warfare, Private H. Seymour, who was not too far from the front line, claimed to have eyewitnessed Collier's last moments. An informant and Collier were together in charge at about 40 yards from our parapet. There was a muddy creek, waist deep in slush, and they were there, lying side by side alongside this creek until a further advance was ordered. After going a few yards, Collier was shot and fell. Death must have been instantaneous. In official documents, it reports Clarence Collier as wounded and missing in action on the 20th of July 1916. History will remember this day as Australia's worst 24 hours, where 5,533 Australian soldiers were killed. Collier's body was later recovered and buried at the VC Corner Australian Memorial Cemetery, Fromelles, France.